on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out.
Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the LA Dragons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the offense readies for a first down and 10.
Set.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Ben to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And now the juke. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go. All right, right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now Ryan on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Randy Moss, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels. Another miss.
Still on his feet. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and wearing all...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 44 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Extra point up and good by Walsh. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Ryan. Dancing to his left. Throw left side, complete to Moss. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's L.A. with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, without a doubt, all credit's got to go to the runner. Found his way into the end zone, but the defensive guys just not wrapping up well when they try to tackle him.
And that's the thing. You've got to wrap up. A lot of times these days you see guys, they just want to go as hard as they can and throw their body at somebody. That's not old school football, though.
No, old school football is fundamentals. Wrapping up, locking your hands, and trying to get him on the ground.
Walsh adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 14. There and a first.
There, in-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And it's incomplete. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. I
love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, 47 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Oh, good move. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice nice gain right there on first down for them.
And this is caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Randy Moss, 49 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Extra point try now for Walsh. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With 2 guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Matt Ryan now breaks the huddle. His guys will go for 2.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 54, come on, 54.
They'll try and run it here. And now running right through it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. This will be taken in at the 1. Spins past it. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Returning it, John Ross. And still fighting.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And they'll go on the ground. Pushes him over. Flexing his muscle again. And here a juke. Again with a juke. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Walsh now for the PAT. Walsh adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Roethlisberger will hand a counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found. Open man is Switzer complete.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And Sanders now to return. A nice little juke. And now running right through it. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score a point.
And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again, on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. A little juke. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So, Brandon, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, that's George. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there from 17 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Back now in Pittsburgh. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still 3rd down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Set! Blue 30.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. And they'll run it here. Ooh, with a juke. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This time Ryan will throw. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there on third down. 54 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Going for it all. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdog turnover battle, and this so far a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, now he bowls him over. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Skirts by at the 15. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2, so sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. They're going to try and run. And he will not add 2 more to the final score. Doesn't matter. This one's over. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?
I defeated my fears, soaked a towel in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all, like a lot of abusing this dear. I hate to do it with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex to her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. Wakanda swagger, I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda, y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a padded walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. And right away, he lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you, that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And on the ground they go with the running back. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Ryan. Complete. He finds Brain. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Cameron Brate, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And
Donnell. Hello?
Alright.
Huh?
Are you not talking to me?
Done up. What's up?
What's up?
I think my mic broke.
Huh?
I think my mic broke. Huh? There we go. Danielle.
What's up?
Papa. Madden.
I don't got Madden 19.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll take...
Danielle?
What's up?
You hear me? Let's go. I fixed my mic. Danielle.
What's up?
I'm gonna go.
Okay, so.
Ah, you a bum. Got him. You a bum. Was it that moment he knew? He fucked up.
Across the 25, couple extra yards.
You a bum.
Now the Patriots.
What? Danielle.
That led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
You're a weirdo.
On second down, Michelle.
I don't let me be.
He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 27. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 40s.
Why you laughing, sir?
So a big carry there, maybe trying to atone for that fumble he had earlier in this one.
Yeah, I know every coach always tells you, shake it off, let it go. You know it's in your head. You want to make up for it, and he did exactly that on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So second and long, and got to be kicked. They'll run it here. This is James White. Absolutely nobody fooled there.
Danielle.
Total bomb.
Might not being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And a dump off to White. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Going
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And wait, the tight end's got it. Space to maneuver at the 40. Still going. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Boom.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Well, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle.
On the greatest Madden play.
And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired. Alongside Charles Davis and Gordon, it's L.A. with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Throwing again. Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Able to slither by. And now running right through it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Ryan. Man open, it's Moss complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, a 20-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move.
If I join your
position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
You not know go.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We're playing GTA.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
We're playing FIFA 20.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping.
Oh, I forgot you don't got that. Oh, I forgot.
Move laterally and open
You don't get it, bro.
run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Maybe he's broken.
I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
Not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he
Turn it off!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough.
But don't come loud.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Third down, Michelle, and a minimal gain.
Oh my God, bro! Cut your mic down.
What's up, Jody? What's up?
Team here on fourth down.
You do not do all this.
On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And he'll get this
Josiah.
away into the
My
IC
fault. You hear me, Josiah?
So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big. That's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll
He is in. Touchdown.
This is not mine.
Sony Michelle taking it in. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
You weird.
Block, keep your assignments. Run it in. They did it.
from the middle football. Good blocking, gets good tackling on that play, and result touchdown.
Meet you up.
Extra point good by Goskowski. And that makes it a 14-10.
I'm trying to meet you.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Fights out the defender.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the... And he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though,
Kobe.
field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to get his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now he'll throw deep left side.
I'm going to
And this is
PTA.
He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Matt Ryan
No.
touchdown passes. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That'll give them a two-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all.
Chopper tooth, baby. With the chopper tooth, baby.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Walsh adds the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time.
I don't know. If you play Madden,
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots.
Oh, you're not good.
This situation, if you got the
But
football
stop.
trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
It's my ring.
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision.
It's down. Oh, they were racing.
He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And now it's second
That is
down.
good.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept him on.
No, I'm saying.
They haven't had much success.
Like, you act like you could do me because you did it. That's Jim. That's not me. Oh, baby. Oh,
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I
You
often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. Only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
You're not able to run the ball successfully. It really messes everything up for an offense because no longer you're setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
Oh, wow. You good, but
Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. This fielded at the 2. Shifts by him. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just change. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now defense aggressively, or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
Wide open receiver complete. Look at those stick skills. Touchdown, LA.
Mine muted me. Never mind.
Under their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit.
Rob, I think you got this problem.
Play the rest of the game.
Who said that?
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
Now a play fake. Brady. Oh,
Yeah.
get away. Brady will go
did.
down.
What?
Bro,
I cannot get a shot
the game
blocked.
has moved along a little bit.
I'm about
Free
to go
safety,
myself.
no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes
today
against the
my friend.
quarterback.
Well, is that a spot,
They're
though,
not
where
always
when
say
he's
I
coming, the
just
quarterback
don't
needs to be able to find
know.
somebody or
I
not
look,
necessarily?
yeah, this look like right
Has to, because
You
with
do
that amount of
snore.
time coming from the free safety position,
no, I don't.
someone should break
But you
open.
do more than me, though. You gotta speak more than me.
Now Brady throwing on second down.
What you do?
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has
Okay,
been able to
bro.
do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third and long, it's Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Out comes Randy Moss and company as they take the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him
Okay, I don't care.
times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well.
And this will be caught at the 30. Inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. 58 yards.
Think you better.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
I know I'm now better.
So barely time to catch our breath.
13.
What?
I know I'm now better.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Randy Moss, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs.
Shut up.
In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that.
Why?
Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
You got mental problems.
Extra point up and good
You
by
got mental
Walsh.
problems.
And the decision to just kick
Oh,
the
you must
extra
have
point
mental
winds up
problems, bro.
successful. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off.
Oh, you don't got no burnt up photo? You broke.
Patterson. And he's up across.
Oh, you broke.
I just don't have PlayStation Plus. I do gotta get the photo.
You broke. You broke.
Patriot
You broke.
offense
Come on,
set to
God,
take
back
over
up.
again. And down on the scoreboard,
Oh,
certainly needing to avoid what
okay.
happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of
How?
urgency has to take over for them here.
take from
They
my
know
car
the score.
insurance.
They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's Brady.
Slow.
Nowhere to escape.
You
and he
mentally
goes down.
retarded.
Rob, you can't laugh at nothing. You laugh like a whole pig.
The amount
What's
of
up, bro?
sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary.
Like
Let's just
Porky
face
Pig,
it.
brother.
This offensive line, flat out, can
Oh, yeah,
handle this pass rush.
How much money you got on you?
Time and time again.
Her name Darius.
On 2nd down, here's Brady.
11. You said what?
Pro tight end Rob Gronkowski.
I got this one.
All the way down to the 40-yard line.
Greeno.
Brady to Gronkowski. 42 yards.
He
There
in
it is,
Packers,
Brady
bro.
connected with Gronk, but
Bro, who
at
mic
this
is
stage of
that?
the game, this is kind of late for them.
Not
He's
mine.
just starting right out of the gate.
It's not
We
me.
were thinking we
Yes.
No, it's not.
Who got that stuff connected to that season?
It's
Losing the
wrong.
game, those two need to get together and fast.
Wow,
He's got
that's
it
you.
complete to Gronk. Down at the
Hello?
31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down
That's
conversion.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember, up in front of
It's
you.
not
And
working.
the disadvantages
If I put all audio, it don't work.
behind the
I can't
corner
read
and in
it.
front of the safety,
So I'll just put
it makes it
chat.
tough to defend.
Or
They
turn,
fake the handoff. Now
turn the
Brady.
TV down.
This is caught. Gronkowski.
Mike good now? Y'all can hear me now? Jody. Y'all can hear me good now?
Before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett from 8 yards out. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18.
Oh, shit. Oh. I would have been penalty.
Out comes Randy Moss and company as they take the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an
So bitch
all-out
ass so
like
yeah,
that,
nigga, you must fucking talk to you, how
because
it
I'm
me.
going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game
Oh,
goes
okay.
on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
It's petty though, fool. They had, first of all, they did give us 1.4.
That's your mic. You got somebody got to take your mic.
What the fuck is petty?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are
I'm finna
watching
join
Madden Ultimate Team
another six.
on EA Sports. As it looks like
You trying to get in the invite only?
Definitely your own mic.
Cause y'all mic here.
I'ma make it, Ken.
The folks in the nursery home and y'all mic.
I can't believe they only got me 300 though. She petty. I know after all that work, that was the hardest heist need for this game was this book. This shit's a pity. And then they already didn't give us 1.4 what we asked for anyway. Shit's a pity. That's what I'm saying.
just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. So how about that for a change?
That could at least, you know how we had the 800,000.
That could have gave me 450, right? Yeah, you 350.
Hey, me Rob.
Hey, chill out. Chill out.
Wow.
You Rob.
Chill. Chill. Come on, Mike. I just unplugged it. It's not mine.
600,000.
Y'all, this not my
These
mic.
folks gave us. And they had AKs and all that. They was on sleep. She just hit it. And they gave us 300,000.
Ain't nothing hard about this.
You gonna see.
Headshot.
Do you see we had the hack shit and all that. All this shit.
And he's into the end.
You wouldn't. If I was doing the mystery too, you would not know how to do this shit. You probably the only thing you would probably know how to do is shoot at them folks.
I don't hear the sound no more.
We not know how to do this shit.
Receiving touchdown. Ricky Seals Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns.
I know how to do the drill, but I don't know how to do that
And
hit.
his guys are
I know how to do the drill before, but I ain't never know how to do that hit.
That's stuff on watch. Well, you can hack on watch though.
Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead
Yeah.
grows even more.
I'm hitting the clothes though, Ken. I'm finna
You
get
know,
me
it
an
doesn't have to just be the
outfit.
wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The
I'm
tight end
finna
doesn't
get me a
just
new
have to do just
outfit.
the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off.
Who got the general
It's
outfit?
Patterson. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Who just did all that fucking work,
And the Patriots
It's
getting
your
up to go now.
fucking sense.
Brady and the Patriots now first and
Goes.
throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
You gonna let her run through you, fool?
Hey, I know how to get invisible arms.
Pass protection has been a problem all night.
You still got that sign shot on?
Facing second and a bundle.
I do know how to get them hold up.
Invisible arms?
Yeah.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
I want to keep still going that mode.
And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Huh. Oh, yeah, my fault, fool. My fault. I'm finna watch him. We for still saying I did complete the whole fucking
New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Big salami sound.
Really finna smack me fucking TV.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now Sanders. A beautiful fake. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through him. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out comes Randy Moss and company as they take the field. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there.
I remember I used to watch those just to get my money up on this.
Oh God, that's what I do.
We just don't know. I just throw all those stoves.
If you don't give me the money
You
enough
want
time,
to play
I
the
shoot
game with
I shoot
confidence,
the dude.
and they have a guy who's in control right now.
Man, you gotta wait for this nigga. I get this shit by myself.
Already coming
If they
anyway.
tried to run the ball.
And this will be caught.
You also be the fucking stove cook.
So somebody get this type and the cops are already outside surrounding me.
And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much.
We used to be deep in. I used to rob stove with my young niggas on the
I used to rob the gun store.
We used to rob every store. The clothes store, the gun store, all that. The clothes store, all that.
I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much
I
left to
robbed the
get
clothes
except
store
for
over there by
those
Grove Street.
who
Got
wanna run
4
up the score.
cash.
We robbed the gun store and all that.
About a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just
In the
flipped it over
store
your
on
shoulder
there.
in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape.
Man, we used to rob. We used to kill niggas that take get their money.
You could talk to me
It's
about
$17. We used to be so broke on the hook.
Give up your wallet.
And
What's up, bro?
brought analytics into the game,
I
and
robbed
someone
niggas'
has said
cars.
here that the data says that when a team's
Yeah,
expecting
so I used to
an
rob
onside
cars
kick,
too.
80% of the time, the team expecting it,
I'm
they
good.
do actually
Cool.
recover the
What's
ball,
up,
which is
Ken?
what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal
Oh,
type
hell
of a number. It just tells, well, when you
Hell
score
no.
on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards
Got
or
no
more on first
defense
down is what you're
defense
aiming
in the
for.
jersey.
They tried to
He's
throw
in
for it
Los
there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And it's first catch, and it's good for a first down.
I saw that.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. But
You know the
oh, so
dude with the white
effective.
tank top,
Nice
that's TJ.
completion there.
It just
Keeps the
changed
sticks
the face.
moving.
She's also
First
deep.
and 10, here's Brady.
Deep.
And he's got Edelman on the out route.
That's my young nigga though. She's
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
You know, see that the defense in the
And time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Again, it's Brady. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touch.
Danny. Oh my God. This nigga gay.
Danny.
What's puppy at?
You nigga gay fool here though. Oh nigga gay. Oh nigga gay fool. She call me Dick, but I don't say Dick.
That's my lad. No, I'm just playing.
Down as you'll ever see right there.
I say my Dick. I mean Dick.
That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower. Bam,
How you gonna force a nigga to stop talking? The fuck wrong to do?
That quick game part of the playbook.
It's pretty in depth
What
because
the fuck wrong to?
quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield
What
as
the
fast
fuck
as
wrong to?
possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Dude, what the fuck wrong to,
Fielded
dude?
about a yard deep.
What the fuck wrong to, dude?
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Dude, what the fuck wrong to? Huh?
And now out on the field, here
Stop
comes
playing
Los
that kid
Angeles.
away.
They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football
Beat
League. Europe
it,
like
boy.
this, late in the game on the road, this feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime.
What the fuck wrong to,
Lost the
dude?
football. But fortunately, another offensive player
Some
quick to
fucking
react,
wrong to be
and
tough.
they will indeed retain
Bro, we
possession.
ain't so
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to
That
get it back,
nigga.
but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
He the ugly nigga I saw
Room here to
ever.
run.
Shit in there.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before
How
he's
can
taken
I
down.
go split
All
with
told,
him?
it's an
Talk-
even 30 and a first down.
All right, I've got
Come
to
on,
be careful
Lee.
here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray
Might look at the other second dick on
That's
Chanel.
not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
That's why he
He's
went to
saying I'm on the plus
Chantel.
side
Oh,
of
no,
30.
I'm just
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of.
You should have beat her, boy. What you gonna do, hoe
I
already?
just know there's still some life in those legs.
I mean,
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs.
Well, I'd say
Little
that
boot
run's
ass
pretty
nigga.
emblematic of what we've seen all day long, no matter what they've done on offense. This offensive
Yeah,
line has
nigga,
controlled
look
the line
cool.
of scrimmage, giving them time to throw, run, do whatever they
You
want.
gay.
That's
You
why
gay.
the points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play?
That boy
action
slap your
there,
head with a
freezing
beat,
the
though.
defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And this one taken
Hey,
in on the
you slapped
right
your dad with
sideline,
that
but
beat.
not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
I had to get it
After
out.
review of the play, the ruling on the field is
Go,
reversed.
go, get out there, hoe. He go every time he slap his daddy with his dick. Fool.
And they'll
He
go
good,
ground
freaking
game
in
here
here.
with the tailback. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is
I'm
ugly.
not ugly, fool.
I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop it.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Well, sit her beat her so for you do something better, hoe. You can't be in the street, beat her, boy. Well,
Obviously getting
let
shellacked
me
here in
see,
this one,
let me
Charles.
see,
What's the
let me
next
see,
step
let
for
me
your
see.
coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today.
You street beat
Don't
her,
forget
boy.
what has happened out here.
Use
You
that
put
as
some
ammo
beats.
going
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went
That
for us
boy
today.
beats her,
Coaching,
boy.
playing, the whole deal.
You a
And
beat.
never forget it.
You a
Because
You're not
beat.
going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this
You
team
a beat.
again.
Ain't that young boy?
You a beat. You a beat. You so deep.
I know.
He took a stick.
I mean, I just
second and 4 from the 31. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
What's your daddy said? Oh. I worked your grandma.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Somebody just said that. Who would y'all
Nigga,
rather
you just
pick?
said,
Hot wings
my
or
mama though. Ugly ass boy.
Taco Bell or hot wings? What y'all ready?
You said
Taco
what you
Bell or
need?
hot wings?
Speak up, bitch ass boy. Huh? Huh? Speak up, your nigga.
Brady to throw on second down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete.
Pick up,
and he'll be brought
Yeah,
down
look
shy
at
of the
here.
40 at the
Pick up,
38-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining.
You freaky. Get your freaky ass bitch.
On play action. Now Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final try now for Brady. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out.
Oh, yeah, nigga gay. Oh.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.
Yeah, stop playing on his top like that, fool. Nigga, he really beat that way, fool. You playing on his top and shit, fool. What the fuck wrong with you? You gotta beat that way, fool.
Oh, you gay. I know what you mean.
Oh, you gay. No, you gay, nigga. Oh, you gay, nigga. Fuck, you on that freak ass shit. So good at that, get so good at that, fool. Freak ass shit.
I can't. Shut up.
You should have put just say shit. Get that ass, boy.
I mean,
huh? So that ass, man, fool. Freak ass nigga.
I didn't know that, but everybody already know. I'm just playing.
Everybody said dick on the house. What the fuck?
I did. I mean,
are you gay? You gay on me. She gay. This shit gay, fool. Get back, bro.
who didn't know that? Oh.
She gay. Okay, that, hey. So get that back, fool.
Okay, but you ain't gonna keep on saying.
Or get your get that back, fool. Damn. Okay. My breast my dick in the can. That nigga getting fucked on it. Freak ass nigga. Oh. What's up, bitch? Go get your good ass back, fool. I know it's other for it really be up there and they gonna be stuck there, you hear me? That's my fuck out your booty, no coat. Oh, Rob, you heard that nigga, fool?
Huh?
You heard that nigga?
Yeah.
Let's say you smacked the fuck out my booty, fool. What the fuck? That nigga gay. What the fuck wrong with you? You sweet in here.
Come on, sweet juice. I mean.
That nigga sweet in here.
Sweet mom. I mean.
What, sweet dick ain't on.
See, this what you can't stay with Josiah at nighttime, right? You can just take that shit. Oh.
Why you come out the closet?
Oh.
Close.
I'm like, oh. Oh.
That's so deep. We fucking hate all the time, bro. No, nigga, put a dick in your throat. Put a dick in your throat, cuz. Yeah. Put a dick in your throat. Put a dick in your throat, yeah, nigga.
I mean,
Hope you suck and you choke, that nigga. Foot. Bro.
Don't. You should get on. I'm gonna get on after this one.
You were for I heard you was sucking dick on TV.
Dog, I know you saw it.
If I said dude was sucking dick on Twitter, this shit curved.
Oh, that was Danielle.
Dude was Danielle sucking dick on Twitter. The fuck?
She do this?
Nigga, it was our daddy. Yeah, me beat her, boy. I beat the fuck out her way. Who you fucking talk to me? I really kill your way. Beat her, boy. What wrong with you, man? I'll kill you for real, though. Get it. Yeah, no, get it, fool. I want to see you get my shit. Your way gonna be dead the next day, and I put that on.
Welcome to Super Bowl.
I put that on.
Don't put that on nobody.
Man, you gonna be dead the next day. Just know that.
It's a cap.
You just know that. You don't know. You do not know who I fuck with, fool. That's all I'm gonna say. What's up, Ken? Alright, big.
50 years after Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are
I know who I fuck with.
Super Bowl 53. And now here's Ross.
He'll
bring it back to just about the 25.
No, fool. You come to my station on beats out wherever, fool.
First down and 10 now for the Dragons offense.
God, shut the fuck up for our beats out wherever, you. So, fool, you be talking all this shit, fool. Shut your beats ass up. I know them on real like hoe ass, nigga. Like ass, nigga. I don't give a two fuck. Shut your beats ass up, fool. Shut your beats ass up. The nigga fucking beats ass, nigga.
Okay, there's a tone.
Nigga, you a beat.
Scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room?
This nigga mama told me he was sucking deep. For real.
Leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Bro, leave my party, bro. Leave my party, bro.
So time to start going.
Let's play with your friend, fool.
As they come up now, 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 49 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball down. Have explosive plays. That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays.
Nigga, shit your beats ass. Oh, God, really beats our ass. Yeah, nigga.
Down, it's knocked away and incomplete.
Shit your beats ass up, car. Already speaking on my young nigga, fool. Shit the fuck up. Eat.
This one go deep, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl.
That nigga eat.
And his guys have taken a first quarter
You.
lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with there, that type of a one-handed
see, you see what beats you do?
Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab.
What's the man for?
Not much more impressive than that.
My nigga was smoking dick and Richard Cream. I was talking about
this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You. That's what a dumbass nigga do. You.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Wentz.
You beat the
and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Get the run for. This all I'm show you.
There brings up 2nd down.
You.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset?
Well, I said okay then. So
quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing now is Wentz. So they took a shot
there.
Now it's 4.
That's a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step.
I told my nigga I'm sucking dick, so don't come back.
He's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Gets around him. Nifty move.
But shit's so
I'm finna meet your brother. Man.
I'm finna meet your bitch ass. Bitch ass, you finna beat your ass, nigga.
Your brother getting annoying.
Oh, yeah.
What has it let you?
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play now. He's got it complete.
Bro, shut your bitch ass. Come on, stay how you heard it, nigga. You heard it, nigga. Why'd you worry about little man? For that shit gay, cuz. Why is you worrying about another boy food? This shit gay. This shit gay. This shit gay, bro. This shit gay, bro. Why is you hating on little man? This shit gay, bro. This shit gay. This shit gay, bro.
And they're making those types of plays.
Quit hating on another man, fool. These niggas stay fucking hating, cuz. You stay hating on another man, fool. I'm fucking gay, fool. Bitch ass nigga, fool. I said bitch ass nigga, fool. I said bitch ass nigga, fool. Sit your bitch ass, fool. Get around bitch ass, boy.
Stretch that lead.
Shut your bitch ass. Somebody beat the fuck out you, little boy.
Just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down.
I'll kill you, little boy.
This number as a player. When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant
I fucking kill you, boy.
Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point try now for Walsh.
Nigga, your daddy smell like that. Your grandmama smell like bitch ass, bro.
Make the score 14-0.
What you talking about, dude? Alright, quit saying shit.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will.
So I really have to boot that shit out of. Cause don't talk about no nigga mama in here, bitch ass nigga.
Just inside the 10.
Say this shit again, boot her on the end when I see you on beat her ass, please. I'm not booting you, hoe ass boy. Stop being soft headed.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Jim
Already
Root,
down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And
Dumb
a lot
head.
of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he connects with... He's got the first down before being taken down. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Bro. What you doing, fool?
They'll run it here with Adams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run. And while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit, throwing it a little bit more.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. This is Hurts with it, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Pushing a foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Wentz going to throw. And he floats one there, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance,
Come on, these Bills
have a
need to
chance
play,
to
bro.
affect the pass.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
She been trying to keep me smiling, don't understand. She don't want to talk because I hit deep like a man.
Has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we
Put a
saw.
little too much spot my right there, boosting on my thing.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Self-esteem feel like I want to read them number 1. Nigga so deep, but I don't even know what for. With my shoulder, as you see, it is the number 1.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, he shifts past him. And now running right through it.
Oh, Rob, you got a shoulder.
It's a foot race. Past the 20. And a terrific
You got a shoulder.
as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that
Just
puts a
pointing us in.
tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field.
In my shoulder, as you see, it is the number 1. Trying to get the bag up, pick it up, and give it to him.
Boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And they'll run it here. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line.
I got sauce. I mean, like bacon. Let me get second DQ rotation.
In this case, that play got bottled up.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
He gets him a little
since he was seat. And now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Move on, you get hit with a deep.
And the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Oh, what a move. And he won't have the
Move on,
touchdown.
you
He
hit with a
will
deep.
have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play here.
I'm gonna get judges to 2nd and deep.
We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards.